So you're looking for a sales training course that's going to help you sell more jewelry? Well, you've found the right video. This is part number 8 of a 10-part jewelry sales training series, and today we're focusing on upselling and adding on more jewelry as well. Now make sure to watch through to the end of the video, this way you can get some hints about what's going to be coming up in part number 9. And if you haven't seen part number 7 already, click the link up here in the corner of the video, make sure to do that before continuing with this video, this way you can see part number 7 first. And if you have not met me, my name's Levi, I'm the owner of Crew Goes Digital, the YouTube channel you're watching at the moment, where I'm focused on helping to bring you techniques, skill sets, and personal development tips to be able to increase your success and sales within the luxury retail industry. Not in decades, not in years, not even in months, not even in weeks, but right now. So consider subscribing to the channel as well if you're working within the luxury goods industry or you're looking at getting into this industry as well. Now, why should you really be listening to me? Well, I was a port and shopping guide. You have tray after tray of settings to pick. This is the Levian around for a shopping emergency. For Royal Caribbean and celebrity cruise lines. What I would be doing, I'd be the one person on board that people would go to and ask them, where should I go shopping in this next port? And if you haven't been down to the Caribbean, it is full of jewelry stores. It is a luxury shopping paradise. So this is what people were coming to me, asking me questions about, and this is why I also had to really learn how to correctly upsell. Because down in the Caribbean, a lot of these luxury brands create special editions just for the Caribbean, and people would come in there, buy one piece, but they wouldn't buy the entire set, and then they might never even come back to this entire country that we were in, or the island that we were in as well, and they would never be able to get it again. So this is why upselling became so important, because it was to help serve the customer even better than what we could if the customer had just purchased one piece. So that being aside, let's cover what's going to be in this little overview first. So we're going to talk about first how to open the upsell, some of the story that really helps to position the upsell, and plan the future, but plan the future right now. And let me know, why do you upsell or why do you not upsell to each one of your customers? Do you feel it's good to be able to ask each one of your customers to buy more, or do you feel it's bad and then maybe you shouldn't do this with every customer? Maybe you should do it based on the situations, and maybe you shouldn't always offer the opportunity for the customer to complete the set, let's say. Let me know. So scroll on down, comment down below, and let me know your thoughts on that. Now, first of all, opening the upsell. This can be very, very simple, but so many people skip it, and then this is where it's like you're flushing money down a toilet. So now, did you see the matching pendant? Did you see the matching earrings? Did you see the matching studs? Did you see the matching tennis bracelet? Did you see the matching ring? Did you see the matching this? If you're not asking every customer this, then you have a problem. Because the customer is only ever going to say, yes, I did, but I thought it was too expensive, or I just didn't really like the style or design. Or the customer's going to say, no, I didn't. What does it look like? And then you go and get it and you show it to them, you put it on them as well. This is so simple, but so missed out. So many people do not ask this to every single customer consistently, and you're missing out on sales by not doing it. So always offer it to start with. Did you see the matching? And continue from there. Now the story. Here's the story I'd use to really open the upsell even more. So when the customer says, you know what, no, I didn't see it, but I just really want to get this. I just really want to get this one thing. I just really want to get this one ring. I just really want to get this one tennis bracelet. I just really want to get this one pendant. But you know what? I just really want to get that. So don't worry about showing me the rest of it. Then this will be you going to the story time. It would, and tell the customer, it would be wrong of me to not show you the whole set. Because what happens every single week, we have a customer that comes into the store when they purchased a ring, a pendant, or a tennis bracelet from a set that was maybe purchased 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and the customer comes back into the store and says, you know what, I'm finally ready to be able to buy that tennis bracelet that I put off for so many years because I didn't have the money at the time to be able to buy it, or I didn't have whatever. You can put in whatever reason you like them. But now I want to get it. And you have to then let the customer know, and it's sad for me to do this every single time, that to tell them that, you know what, trends change over time, and that trend that was part of the set that you own there is still beautiful, it's like stunning in my opinion, but they don't make that anymore, so it's not actually available anymore for you to be able to complete the set. Maybe I can show you something that's similar, but we don't have that anymore because they just don't design that design anymore. It's like not in trend now. And then the customer quite often ends up leaving upset or leaving just embarrassed at the fact that they didn't take the opportunity they had before to be able to at least see the set, or maybe even own the entire set as well. You can structure that story in so many different ways, but this will then 90% of the time get agreement, because the fear of loss is very motivating for people as well. The fear of loss, saying that, I might not actually be able to buy it in the future as well. That is pretty powerful. So make sure to use the story as well. It's quite low pressure also, because you can also add in to that story, you don't have to buy the rest of the set, but it would just be wrong of me not to show it to you, because if the trend does change by the time you decide you want to come back, I want you to at least already know what the whole set looks like as well. So this way you can make the decision. If you want to get it now, it's fine. If you don't want to get it now, that's fine as well, but it's just part of my job to make sure that you leave knowing what the entire matching set looks like as well. This will get agreement with the customer, so that way you can at least show it to them, maybe even try on a few of those pieces, and you'll be surprised where that could then end up going from there. And then if you start to really get some agreement surrounding it, you can plan for the future moment. And when the customer's looking at the rest of the set, you can even say to them, when would it be, like if they say, oh, I would love to get that one, or I'd love to get that bracelet, that looks beautiful. And then you can start to plan in the customer's head, like, well, when do you think you would get it? Would it be for your next birthday? Would it be for maybe an anniversary? Or would it be like an ABC gift? Most of the time customers have never heard of that as well. But then the ABC gift means anniversary, birthday, and Christmas all wrapped together. I guess a little bit of a laugh out of the customer as well, and again, break some tension. You want to be able to have these well-structured jokes, basically, kind of within the presentation to break tension when it is necessary. And then with that as well, you can even move forward to some test closing as well. Like what I've just said, would it be for the birthday? Would it be for Christmas? Would it be for an anniversary as well? Like, if you were to get it, when would you get it and why would you get it, basically, is what you're trying to say here. Depending on the situation, you could even push a little bit further with it as well. Push further with it and see if the customer would take it today as well, by trying to close that next piece to really go with it as well, and moving the other pieces away that the customer hasn't really given a lot of attention to. And again, base this on the situation that you're in though as well, but this should open that opportunity for you to be able to add on a piece or two, or maybe even close the entire set as well, because that fear of loss again is quite motivating, because a customer knows that trends do change in every area as well, not just within jewelry but within fashion also. So people know this. Now these are the three parts that should help you upsell and add on more jewelry as well. Now what I would recommend for you to do is an exercise that's going to help you by the time that you get into this next opportunity where you have a chance to upsell another piece of jewelry to a customer, is scroll on down into the description and make sure to download the Everyone is a Salesperson report. This is a report done by Brian Tracy. He is a master salesman. If you have not heard of his book, Psychology of Closing the Sale, make sure to download this book as well. I'm going to leave a link for you down in the description. The book you would have to pay for, that's from Amazon, but this report as well that he's created really is beneficial for anyone that is selling anything, not just jewelry alone. So make sure to download that free report and grab the book as well. Get into reading that. That's really going to help you with adding on more jewelry and closing more of your upsells as well. Now, part number 9, which is going to be the next part of this jewelry sales training course that you're watching at the moment, is going to be about follow-up. So follow-up is essential. So after the customer's left with what it is they've purchased or what they have not purchased yet, how do you follow up with your customer? If you're not following up with your customer, you're missing out, because not every sale is made the first time you meet the person. The first sale that you make with one person might be right there in the moment, With another person might be a week later, another person might be a month later, another person might even be 6 months later, another person might even be a year later. Though as well, but it all comes down to your ability to actually follow up with people that have purchased from you and customers that have not purchased from you but given their details for maybe a future occurrence when they do make that purchase. But follow-up is what we're going to be covering next as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Click that bell icon, this way you'll be notified when the next part of the sales training series is up and the next video is out on the Crew Goes Digital channel. We'll see you in part number 9.